how to fix damaged trading cards quickly and easily. I thought this. I haven't read this yet, but I felt like it was going to be valuable to
Yes, very.
our demographic.
You
So
still can't
no,
sell it because it's water damage, but yeah,
because it's refurbished. No, a no fuss hack from Japan will restore your collectible cards like Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh. There's nothing worse than taking out your hard-earned collection of trading cards only to find they become warped. How can you expect your Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh dragons to perform when they're not looking their very best? Well, luckily, I mean, I was going to say Exodia still works and you tear it in half, but he didn't tear it in half. He just threw them. They were water damage, though.
They have a magic card called Blacker Lotus, where the effect is tear it to pieces and you gain 4 mana of any color.
It's a one-time use card only.
So the warp that affects trading cards, known as Yamasori, or mountain warp in Japan, due to the way they rise in the middle like a mountain peak, is often caused by dry air conditions, particularly in winter. However, thanks to a handy hack shared by Twitter user Tetora-san recently, warped cards is something we'll never have to worry about again. All you'll need to resuscitate your cards and breathe new life into them are the following 3 items: a wet tissue or sponge, a resealable container, and a small cup or beaker that fits into the container. Once you've gathered these items together, simply place your warped cards into the container, then pop the wet tissue or sponge into the cup or beaker and stand it inside the container, next to the stack of cards. Then seal it with the lid and you're done. You'll want to make sure no water leaks out onto your cards, which is why the cup or beaker is necessary. Leave the container as it is for a day, and the cards will become beautifully flat. Holy shit. Become beautifully flat on their own, as if by magic.
The ones in the middle are still kind of bending it up.
Yeah, a little bit. The method is so hands-off, it really does appear to work like magic, but it's the moisture from the wet tissue that's the true invisible wizard here, working to unshrink the cardboard, which is essentially the cause of the mountain warp. You won't want to leave your cards in the container for too long, though, as too much moisture might cause them to warp in the other direction, in what's known as Tanisori, or valley warp. If that happens, though, all you'll need to do is add a desiccant to help decrease the moisture levels and bring them back to normal. So basically, you have to have perfect moisture levels at all times to have a card collection. Tetora-san's hack for unwarping cards proved to be so popular online it received over 40,000 likes and 16,500 retweets. People were quick to heap praise on the clever solution, saying, "Wow, so this is how it's done. This is the best method. I will refer to it. Thank you." I wish I knew this when I was a child. You're my top candidate for this year's Nobel Prize. This knowledge needs to live on for decades. Such helpful bean knowledge. Okay. It really is a helpful morsel of mame chikishi, or bean knowledge, as such tidbits of information are known in Japan. We'll definitely be filing this knowledge away for a rainy day, because when cards go for 30 million yen, or roughly $260,000 in Japan, it always pays to keep your cards in good condition. All right, I guess that's it. Any thoughts, you guys? Does anybody deal with Yamasori, and what was the other one?
I have dealt with the
Tanisori?
Yamasori. My solution was take a big fucking Bible, stick it on the card.
Specifically Bible.
No, that doesn't work.
Bibles are heavy. No. Listen. You have to leave it there.
Hold on.
Take it to church with you twice a week.
You have to leave it there for like 6 months in an area that has moisture. So you would want...
That's a great method, to leave your card in a Bible for 6 months near moisture.
Not under, and not near moisture. Like if it's in your room, just leave your window open during the summer. Although I live in an area that gets humid summers, so that also helps. But it would be that's how I used to handle it. Although it appears that this seems like the more direct route. I was just doing an indirect version of this. So
Now,
this seems like
the
a better
moisture
route.
thing is new to me, but back in the day, it was like, oh yeah, just put some books on it, put some weight on it, and it's never worked for me. And
No, it has to go with the moisture in the air too.
now I think this works only on foil cards, but you need heat to flatten them out. And what I did to varying results is I put some of my foils through a laminator, and that kind of worked.
Kind of
It
work.
it didn't have a choice but to like flatten out. What you did is you'll
Well,
never get the card back.
a couple times it
Well,
reverse curved.
Did you put it through the laminator and laminate it, or just put it through the heat of the
No,
lamination machine?
I
without
won't ever
laminating?
do that again, young me.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you laminated. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you put it through the laminator without the plastic. So it's just you put it in like it's essentially one of those generic file envelope folder things, and then you just put it through the thing, and it heats it up.
Guys, I have a first edition base set Charizard. I'm gonna laminate it. That way it'll be perfect condition forever.
That's exactly my process. I'm like, I need to protect it. It's my shiny, expensive looking cards. Whoops.
They are. You try
Good
to
job.
take that shit off.
My Black Lotus.
Oh,
I totally
dude,
would
feel
have
your
done
pain,
that.
man.
It's a
So
good
there's
thing I
6
didn't have access.
There's 6 days left